HyperX. Tony says, "Yay, noise!"
Where's the noise coming from?
Can you hear me?
There you are. You're up there. Okay, right. We can hear you now.
Yeah. Hi everyone.
In the wrong place. But...
Hi everyone. It's Nathan here from Mighty Lancer Games. Welcome to this evening's stream.
Hello to everybody. Who can you see?
There's a hydrate for Pete. Hi Pete. Hi Deathly. Hi Koronoko. Hi Crafty. Hi Tony. Hi everybody. Welcome to this evening's stream, where this evening I'm going to be building some Tyranid Warriors. Yes, Tyranid Warriors. So, I've cut a selection of parts out already. I'm just going to cut a couple more bits and pieces out, and then we're going to tidy some parts up and stick some stuff together. So far we've just got legs and torsos, or bits, and we're going to get torsos ready now. What have you all missed us? It's only been a week since our last stream. Have you coped without us, or has life been boring and stale without the MLG streams?
I think you're overrated.
Yeah, I think so too. But you know, might be important viewing for our followers here. So yeah, we've been on holiday. Just got back just over the weekend. Been enjoying a bit of family time, and now back to work. Back to the daily grind, and yeah, it's been good. Today's been a catch-up day, finding out like different things what have been occurring in the shop, and tomorrow is going to be a little bit the same because we've got different staffing on a Tuesday than we have on a Monday, so finding out different things that have happened while I've been away is always useful. Crafty says, so the day...
I might be back.
The day I turn up at your shop is the day you go on holiday.
You couldn't come in anyway, Crafty.
Yeah.
It's like you planned it. That's what that is. Have you said hello to everybody? Do we know who's here? Tony's
so.
Here, and Konoka's here, and Crafty's here, and Deathly's here.
I said hello to all those people, but hello again!
I was trying to fix the mic, wasn't I? That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, concentrating on other stuffs. My work table seems to be very cluttered.
It's because your work table is very cluttered. It's no more cluttered than normal, but you never tidy it up.
I've got bits of your minis and all sorts of stuff going on over it.
What minis of mine you got?
What, this unicorn thing?
Seriously, you've got a Pegasus without its wings on a painting handle in one corner of your desk because you're going to put its wings on for me. That's your clutter, is it?
Yeah.
Right.
So, what's everybody been up to over the last week? What's been happening with you guys? We've done some relaxing, and if you're a member of our Discord or Facebook type community, you might have seen a couple of updates on things that we've been doing. Being a D&D adventure party as we tromp across the field and all those kind of things.
Oh, Karinoko's looking out for you, see?
Yeah.
She says a glutted work desk is a sign of a creative mind. Honest.
It is. It's every once in a while I have to have a bit of a tidy up though, because I've stopped being able to find things or having enough room to work. My desk at the shop is very much the same at the moment. So covered in paperwork and lots of other stuff. So I've been working through a few bits and pieces today, trying to get tidied up, so I feel like getting back on with paperwork tomorrow. Got caught up with a few tasks though. It's been good, productive day.
I've painted the black pillars again outside the shop.
Yeah.
Because that's, exciting and stuff. Yes. We can't do it when it's open, obviously. So we've had to go back tonight. And the pillars outside the shop are black, but people run into them with buggies and deliveries and let their dogs wee up them and stuff. So they're always getting scuffed.
Cause people are skanks.
No. Tony says, made a funky desert base with a gamer's grass. How'd you say that?
Agave.
Of course. Added to it. And been painting legendary walks looking from Wild West Exodus. You've been doing some really awesome stuff. I read that really badly, but Tony's been doing some really awesome stuff. And posting pictures in the Discord so that we can all see how awesome they are. Or is it quacktastic this month, I do believe.
Quacktastic? I definitely haven't been using that.
Oh, that's what it is. August's word is, as voted in Discord, is quacktastic.
Yeah.
Deathly says, releasing your inner goth. Have you been releasing your inner goth? Do you have an inner goth?
Have we?
I don't know.
Don't know.
What did I miss there? Hey, Reds! How you doing? I've been adding lots of cool non-game related homewares to their website, and I've got a ton more to add. Now, many people would say, including some of our staff, why are we having these things when they're not game related? And I say, because they're cool!
Because I like them.
Because I like them!
And we've got a shop, so we're going to sell them.
Cara says, I added some more half-finished minis to the pile of my stuff on my desk.
Yeah.
I can't decide what to paint, so I've glued together the very badly, I may add. Gosh, that's terrible. If I don't glue him badly, he's got a lean on and looks silly, so I think it's just going to have to be badly glued.
I didn't expect it to be in two parts, actually.
No, the genie for my Tharaval and Friends number 3, which you can find out about by Tharaval's Twitter and also on our Discord page. There's some information about it there. And we're all painting genies this time round, which isn't a thing that I enjoy. I've been looking at all these cool genies. Everyone's going, oh, look at these awesome genies. Like, yeah, they're all rubbish. It's a bit like brown. I've decided genies are like brown. They're rubbish. So I've got this one, and I'm trying to glue them together, and then I'm going to attempt to paint him and see what happens.
I need to have a look in my drawer and see if I've still got mine.
When you turned into IKEA? What are you on about, Pete? What have I missed
Because we've got
now?
all the homewares.
Oh, duh. We do actually have IKEA furniture in store, but it's not for sale. It's just holding stuff. Red says it's too hot and muggy after the rain. We have not had any rain yet.
No, it was spitting when I went out to the bin.
We've not had any rain yet. They've had thunderstorms and all sorts, haven't they? Wild Pokemon in chat there, if you want to grab that. They've also added some Pokemon plushies today. Ooh, Swedish meatballs and everything, says Tony. You like them, don't you, from IKEA?
They're alright.
I thought you did.
Oh, they're not like a thing that I would hunt out. What's all that banging? Is it thundering outside?
What thunder was that? Is it that?
No, it's not loud enough for that.
Don't know. The dog's here and I'm here. I don't know.
Don't know.
We have a fort in our garden currently.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's held together with string
No, it's nailed.
and a few nails because I told you that Little Miss wasn't going up the fort while it was only held together with string. So you had to nail it together.
I went up it while it was only tied together with
Yeah,
string.
but that's you. Like, you're a grown man. I'm not sending the child up there. And see, if you hurt yourself, that's your own daft fault. Anyway, she loves it. And Mr. MLG wants to now make a proper fort in the garden, which would only need slight encouragement from Little Miss to make that happen, but he doesn't have time, so it's not allowed. Deathly says, we've had thunderstorms and rain all day in Dundee. The doggo was not a fan. Now, I don't know if Gizmo's...
No idea. Probably a bit of brick or something again.
I don't know if Gizmo's had any thunderstorms yet. He must have done.
Yeah.
He's had bonfire night when he was little, because he's not won yet, you see. Oh, Coronoko caught the Pokemon. Tony says, yeah, Millie isn't fond of this rain. The Great War. So have you got rain, Tony? We've not got it yet. It must be coming our way if you've got it then. I think everything's just going to flood though, isn't it? Because the land's so dry. Oh, look at me being all, you know, very British. Let's talk about the weather.
Next on.
Rain in Beverley from 6, says Red. Oh, look at us, you see? Look at us. Awesome chat going on about the rain. I've got nothing, been ill. Oh no, Pete, what's up? Do I want to know what's up? Maybe I don't want to know what's up. I hope you're feeling better soon, Pete. Thought you'd been a bit quiet, to be fair. But
hope you've not got the dreaded lurgy.
My cat woke me up last night so we could watch the lightning together, said Corinne. Aww. Lightning's cool though.
That's a
as long as
treat.
it's like not near you or hurting anything. It is cool. I like lightning. What hobby stuff have you got to tell us? Because I'm just talking about the weather now.
What hobby stuff have I got to talk about?
What are you doing for a start?
I'm building some Tyranid Warriors. So we're going to build these guys to add some extra synapse potential into my Tyranid Swarm for a bit of 40k. Played a couple of games of 40k now, and despite lots of people saying that they don't like the new edition because the rules are too bloated and 10th edition's on its way apparently and all this sort of stuff, I just like building and painting models, so I'm gonna work on my army a little bit because they've not had much love in the past couple of years, so a little bit of Tyranid action going on. Got to substitute some old models out for some new models that I've actually built and painted myself, rather than using some other stuff that we've had from like trade-ins and other bits and pieces that are all just mishmashed colours. I'm going to try and make it more of a cohesive army.
Tony says, let's talk about classic films that Mrs. MLG doesn't like. I love her film reviews. Oh, thanks, Tony. Yes, no sarcasm in there at all. We have just finished watching, is it Vox Machina? Is that how you say it? Yeah. Which started off very, very sweary for no reason at all. But it's actually a very good watch, and I think we would both recommend it.
Yeah,
Sharon's been telling us it's awesome for ages. And I think Asmo has as well, and we finally got round to watching it, and yes, it's very good. Look it up. It's their Critical Role malarkey.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Haven't watched any bad films, I don't think, lately. It was very strange when we were on holiday because we had to watch adverts because that, you know, holiday cottage TV. There was no fast forwarding through all the adverts.
Yeah, it
was very bizarre. Haven't watched an advert in many years, as we normally just record the programmes we want and then watch them and sit through the advert. But yeah, so no film reviews currently that I can think of. Shout some films at me, I'll tell you if I've seen them. Crafty's just waiting for squats.
Squats. They're dividing people, I see. The squat leaks. Well, not leaks, but reveals. Squat reveals. I've seen they've shown off the Commander model today, the Jarl or whatever it's called. Excuse me. Which I don't think looks too bad really. I don't like the vehicle that they did, the like APC type vehicle. Doesn't really look like a battlefield transport.
Tony says, not watch anything Critical Role related. The 4-hour videos immediately put me off. Oh, it's not the people. I've not watched any of the people playing the game.
No.
This is an animated series, and I believe it's based around their adventure. But it's like a proper program. No, I haven't really got time for watching somebody else play games. Everyone says it's really cool, but I've not. But yeah, so this is like a proper animated series. It's season 1. I don't think they've done another one yet.
No.
So it's like a proper program, Tony. Oh, look at it.
It's animated in the style of some of the like Castlevania and those kind of things, isn't it? It's good. It's good. I've enjoyed it. I can't get my head around watching other people play games, because if it's anything like RPG sessions that I've had, they do tend to devolve into like side chats and other stuff. So if they just edit it out and there wasn't continuity across it would drive me mad. So I've not watched any of the like Critical Role or other people's RPG sessions online.
Coronoko loves a bit of Tyranid action. Sandman is so good.
Sandman? Is that a series or a film?
Don't know what that is. Red Snails has been playing more games than painting, but being on my holidays with Little Red. Yeah, we have too. As his school holidays, so got to keep him entertained. Yes, that was what was happening with me before we went on holiday. So I wasn't actually doing any proper work because I was entertaining small child, and then we went on holiday. So, but now I've got to add like 1 million things to the website.
And some more has just turned up today.
Yeah, and some more has turned up.
And if it actually arrives, we've got another delivery coming tomorrow. There'll be some more new stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that?
Green Stuff World.
Oh well, we're not. Oh, you know, Green Stuff World. That's been arriving for the past week and hasn't got it yet. Yeah. It's coming tomorrow. No, it's not. It's coming tomorrow. No, it's not. So yeah, let's not hold our breath for that one. Definitely agrees that Sandman's good, whatever Sandman is. Pete says we've all got to drink. Hydrate!
Another one.
Crafty says I can listen to an actual podcast for an hour in the car, but 4 hours is too much even for me. An actual play, sorry, for an hour in the car, but 4 hours is too much for me. Tony says, yep, binge Sandman on day 1. I was lucky enough to get the original GFX novels. Apparently it's a Netflix series, so there you go. Maybe one you should be looking up.
Alright. Is it... is it... Sandman, Neil Gaiman Sandman? Is it that series of books? Is that the one?
Pete says
I've never read it.
5 minutes behind. I am, Pete. I'm trying to catch up.
Got an extra hydrate in though. Anyway, I did it anyway. Yes.
The casting for everyone is absolutely spot on for Sandman, apparently. Crafty says, trying to glue my new red dragon together. Thanks, by the way. But I've glued the lid on my super glue. Bad move. And so easily done.
Yeah.
Some of ours has got teeth marks in it from you trying to open it with your teeth. Don't do that at home.
Yeah. I have started now tapping all my super glue on the table before
you always should have done.
Putting the lid back on. And now I advise all customers to do the same.
As if I had to tell you.
I don't know. It's only been like 20, 30 years, hasn't it?
Kuronoka says, well, that'll be my hobby purchase for the month if the Green Stuff World stuff comes in. It will come eventually.
Yeah.
It just takes its sweet time, and there's no shakers on this one because when we ordered this one 1,000 million years ago, Green Stuff World were out of stock, and I believe they are still out of stock.
They are.
Until September, I think somebody on Discord told me. So as soon as they come, we will. But you know, Tony says yes, it's the Neil whatever you said story, and Mike. Oh look, all these words that I can't say, and Mike, that other guy, the people you thought. Why are you looking out the window?
It sounded like it was raining.
There's nobody out the window. You can't be looking for Neil and Mike out the window.
Just
They're not going to be waving at you.
Just the dog. Neil Gaiman and Mike Dringenberg.
Yeah. That's what I said, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, Mike, that other guy. I'm sure that's what I said. As long as you haven't stuck your hand to it, then you'll be fine. That'll be next. Sticking your hand to it will be next.
Was it a Pathfinder Red Dragon that you got crafty? Perhaps with a book at the same time. Would that be the same order? I think I might.
Is that the order that was made standing outside the shop going, I can't come in?
Think I might have seen that one the other day.
That's the one.
Yeah, on Friday night I went to the shop to play Friday Night Magic as a holiday.
Yeah, we got back Friday and he immediately went to the shop to play some games.
Saw the order on the shelf. I had to go and find the book because one of the guys couldn't find it. But I knew where it was, even though I'd been on holiday for a week. So, what I'm going to do with these guys, I'm going to assemble them. They're all getting bone swords and devourers. Not devourers. I keep saying devourers. It's not devourers. Bone swords and death spitters. And one of them is going to get a venom cannon. Because they is the best. That is a left arm. That is a right arm.
Crafty says, I very much appreciate the removal of the price tag in case the missus saw it. If it's come off the out of stock when they don't have price tags on.
No.
If it's come off the shop floor, then it'll have a price tag on it. But I mean, yeah, we did it on purpose. Absolutely, totally.
Yeah, we do it on purpose.
Yeah, totally on purpose.
The staff have a strict rule.
That's is that from past experience? You see, as a gamer yourself, who orders lots of. Oh no, darling, I've had this a very long time. It hasn't just arrived. Look, it's got no price on it. It was practically free.
Don't know what you're talking about. I see. I did see a thing from somebody on Facebook, and I don't know which store it was. And one of the things on one of the options on the checkout was that you could have it with enclosing a note with no invoice and a note saying, "Congratulations on winning the competition. Here are your prizes." But I think that's a bit naughty.
Yeah, I've seen that on stuff before. Koronaka says it was totally on sale. Honest. Tony says, "Yep. If my other half wanders in on my behalf, Dave grasses me up." Good old Dave.
How rude.
Do you think this genie should be blue?
Genies should always be blue, shouldn't they?
I don't know. Like I said, they're not really my team.
What's he got now?
He's got some bamboo that he's found in the garden. Next door had bamboo when we first moved in 11 years ago. And obviously now we have bamboo because that's what bamboo does. We don't want the bamboo. Some genies are green, says Pete.
And I clambered in the back of the bushes in the garden yesterday to try and get rid of as much of it as possible.
Wild Pokemon in chat. Oh, I'm not supposed to do it in that voice, am I? I'm sorry.
Why not?
Because you said it was wrong. I have to go bing bong. Wild Pokemon in chat. Wild Pokemon in chat.
You don't have to do it like that. What's that thing then? That's not the right gun. That's not the right thing. That is. Yeah, that's not. Nearly stuck the wrong gun on there, and that'd been no good.
When you Google genies, all you get is Disney.
Disney Blue.
Disney Blue genie, that's all you get.
And we never got to see what colour the one was in The Witcher, did we?
No. Yeah, I need a thingy, don't I? A xylophone.
Yeah.
Bing bong bing. Hello, campers. There's a wild Pokemon in chat. Hidey hi. There was a pink genie. Was there a pink genie? Was there? My guy looks a bit gruff to be a pink genie. To be fair, he's got a bit of a stern face.
He's got his arms folded like he's
grumpy. He's fed up with giving
grumpy.
wishes.
Yeah. Why have you summoned me now? Where's the other arm for this guy?
I don't have to Google that one. I used to watch that.
I Dream of Genie.
Yeah. My guy's a guy though, so. Oh, Tony caught the Pokemon. That's because of the, Hidey Hi references, I'm sure.
It knows you're watching. Well, at least it's letting people catch it today. And not just being...
Always listening, see. We were talking about the kitchen, our kitchen at home, and now my Facebook feed is full of adverts for kitchen companies. My phone's just been showing me adverts for other game shops because I briefly talked about going and visiting some other game shops while we were on holiday. Which we didn't do.
Which we didn't do.
Because we weren't anywhere near them. You thought that we were near something and we weren't.
Yeah.
Which is easy done, isn't it? We googled it and went, oh yeah, that's miles away. We do like to pop in though, don't we? If we pass in and say hello to people and see what they're doing that we could be doing or that we're not doing or whatever, don't we? See what they've got. And then I have to stop you from shopping. It's like, ooh, look at this cool stuff. And if little Miss is with us, I have to stop her from shopping. We went into a shop on holiday that sells the homewares that we sell, and I had to stop little Miss from buying stuff because, we sell it. Crafty says I went to one game shop and then saved myself the bright, sad, cryy face. Oh, at least you saw it. What did you think from the outside?
Yeah.
I painted them black pillars tonight so they don't look as scruffy now. So you even missed out on that. Pete says, have you seen the 3 that have opened in Hull? In Hull? God, I can't talk at all. The window looked lovely, said Crafty.
Hull is how people from Hull pronounce it. So
I don't know. I've not done any talking for a week.
Yeah.
It's strange.
Have you seen the 3 that have opened in Hull? What 3 that have opened in Hull? I know there's
I'm guessing that's a no then.
Yeah, there's a geek retreat that's been open a little while, Pete.
Well, that music's confused me because that's the
opening
start music. I thought I'll press the button. Do you know what's going to be in YMCA?
No, we don't. There's 2 more on the same road. There's Geek Retreat, so there's Bad Wolf Gaming, but they've been there for a little while, a year or 2. I didn't know about any others though. Yeah, Hull's rife with game shops. Yeah, there's at least 2 or 3, and they're run by nice people. I haven't had anything to do with the Geek Retreat people, but the guys who run Acheron are good. They've before we opened Mighty Lancer. Used to buy quite a bit of stuff from Acheron when I was at uni and what have you.
Going back a fair way there then.
Yeah. They used to be in the top of Prince's Quay when I first started getting stuff off them.
Crafty says I could have gone to Hull on my road trip, but it's Hull. Yeah, Nathan went to uni there.
Yeah, because it was just down the road. I could stay at home.
I wasn't clever enough to go to uni. Neither was I clever enough to go to college. So I think we've all established that that is true. Just listening to me trying to read out your messages.
You're very clever.
No. I have good qualities in other areas, but clever isn't one of them. Thankfully, Little Miss takes after you, so we're all good there. I'm painting my beanie blue in case anybody wonders. Normally, only ever go to Hull Royal, says Pete. It's very rare I go to the centre. Yeah, I've been to the hospital a couple of times. But yeah, I don't like shopping though, that's my problem.
No.
Shopping for anything, food, clothes, whatever, is not a thing I enjoy. So there would be really no reason to go to Hull. The only thing we go to Hull for is we used to go to Hull Cinema, but you like Beverley one now because it's newer. And we used to go to Asda because they used to sell clothes for Little Miss, but now she's too old and they don't. So we haven't been for ages, have we?
Nope.
You used to work around there, though, didn't you? And in my old job, I used to have to sometimes go to the office in Hull, but it's not in the town centre, so I didn't really see much of Hull.
Yeah. I used to be around all over the place in my old job. I used to be able to go visiting loads of game shops and stuff. Scoping out good ideas while we were deciding what we were doing with our own. You've got to do some market research.
So now you've had Mighty Lancer Games for, what is it, 5 years?
6, I think.
6 years. What would you change? If you change anything, what would you change?
I don't know.
Don't say don't sell homewares.
I don't know. It's a really difficult question that you've asked me. What's up, pup? I've got a puppy in my lap. What's up, mate? Not telling me.
I wonder if it's going to start thundering and he can hear it.
Yeah, maybe.
He's all settled, isn't he? Maybe he's just missed you because he's been with us all week on holiday because obviously the whole family went, Little Miss and the dog. And then you've abandoned him and gone to work, you big meanie.
Yeah, I know. It was good when I came home though. He was super excited to see me.
Tony said, "You'd be proud of me. Had to do the Tesco shop today. Popped in at 8 and it was blissfully empty of people." Yeah, I hate that and all. I don't go shopping. You do that, don't you?
Yeah.
Shopping, horrible, rubbish. Yeah. Sometimes Nathan tries to con us to go in with him by saying, "But if you come with me, then you'll be able to pick the food that you like." But he has been married to me for long enough now to know that I don't like food, so that is never going to happen.
And we end up you push the trolley while I put the normal things in it.
Yeah, well, me and Little Miss just go and look down the middle and see what cool stuff there might be. Because obviously we go to Aldi. Don't like Morrison's, it makes me feel sick.
Yeah, I don't like the lights in there.
The lights make us feel sick because we're weird like that. Pete says, "Hydrate!" So go on then, now you've had time to think. If you could change anything, what would you change? Chat, if you could change anything about Mighty Lancer Games and that isn't moved to your hometown, what would you change about it? So come on.
Wicked D says, "Yay, you're back!"
Hey Wicked D, we've been back for half an hour. Where have you been? How was your night out in the old land of Beverley? Did you have a nice time? Look, Puppy knows that you're here, Wicked D. He's come to say hello.
What's up, mate?
Kratty says, "Aldi, the one where they throw the stuff at you at the checkout." Yeah, they used to. Do they still do that?
Yeah.
They used to not have
Hey,
scanners, didn't they? They used to have to remember it all. That was weird. Yeah, they throw it all at you and then you have to go away and pack it like you've done something wrong.
Can you go and pack it over there, please?
Yeah. Go away.
Get your nose off there. Come on. I need you to get down. I've got to stick these things together, mate. Stop biting me. There we go. That was Gizmo, everybody. He just wanted to come and say hello. Yeah. Crafty says, give that dog a paintbrush. What would I change? I would change nothing. I don't think. I'm very happy with our little shop. I would make it tidier.
Well, that's not hard, is it? I mean, you could just tidy up.
Ah, no, there isn't anything I would like to change. I've been round a lot of game shops, and I don't know. I'm quite happy with the way that we do things in the building that we're in, and the way that like stuff is. I'm quite happy. Quite happy. What would you change?
I'd shut it and open one up on the industrial estate that just posted stuff out, and then I might actually see you because you'd be at home. No, I'm joking. And the reason that we opened it was because it was your lifelong dream. So I'm not going to take that away from you, am I? No, instead we embraced it together, and now look at us streaming. Didn't even know that was a thing that existed.
Nope.
Talking to all these awesome people online. And painting stuff. Never done that before either. It's all very, very strange and new for me. It's all normal for you.
Streaming, oh yeah.
No, I mean painting and gaming and all this malarkey that's happening since we opened. Nothing I changed about it. I'm rather fond of you lot. Oh, thanks, Tony.
Thank you, Tony.
Rather fond of you too. I like our little community. I like the way that everyone helps each other out, and if you've got like a question, hopefully, and I think this is true, no one feels daft asking questions because they know that they're not going to get ridiculed for like not being able to speak like me. They're not going to get like ridiculed. That's better, isn't it? For asking questions that they don't know the answer to. I've been in some forums and stuff before in the past where you ask a question and everyone just laughs at you. It's like, but I don't know the answer, so that's why I'm asking you lot who are supposed to be nice, but no. So I'm very glad that the community that we've built up is a nice one, and everyone's happy and they're just enjoying the hobby in their own way. I would change you into a bigger shop, says Pete. Well, we can't afford that, Pete. Because that means that like the rent goes up and the yacht shop's bid money goes up and the electric goes up. But I mean, it'd be lovely. What we need to do, Pete, is we need you to win the lottery, because I don't do it, and then give us some money for a bigger shop, and then we can have a bigger shop. That's what needs to be happening. We need like a generous benefactor with lots of money, so that we can just run the shop and they can pay for it. But I've got a feeling that that's probably not going to happen.
No.
6 years time to expand to Manchester. The only problem is there's only one of us, so we need like a time machine thing, like a teleporter, so that we can just zip around from one shop to the other.
Yeah, that'd be good. I knew that was coming. So, yeah, I think that if we ever opened,
Pokemon in chat.
If we ever opened another shop, it would be in York.
York? Why York?
Because York's under-serviced by game shops. So Hull's got loads. Manchester, I think, has got lots. Leeds has got lots. But York haven't got many at all. It's a university town. 2 universities. Maybe even 3 these days. But 2 universities in town. Big tourist destination as well for European tourists, and Wicked D and Mrs. MLG's Cake and Curiosity Shop.
Yeah, that's next, isn't it, Wicked D? That's next. I'm collecting all the stuff, secretly collecting it all, you see.
Yeah, that's what it is it? You're making space for it in our shop to make sure that it sells, and then ready for opening Mrs. MLG's Curiosities.
Yeah, we're going to use the side door in the shop, aren't we, Wicked D? And we're going to have upstairs. We've just not told him yet.
Oh, right. What about the gaming floor?
Yeah, no one needs a gaming floor. It's fine. Tony says, I need to win the lottery. I'd buy an old House of Fraser department store and let you knock yourselves out. Then we could definitely get Wicked D's coffee shop in there then, couldn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, I think York. But rent in York is very, very expensive, and business rates and everything. I'm sure Manchester's probably pretty much the same, to be fair. So, but Manchester's a big place, isn't it? So, let's just speculate on the topic of Manchester. So, if you know Manchester particularly well, whereabouts would you suggest would be a good location for a store in Manchester? Because I know that there's a couple of stores in is it the Old Quarter or something like that there, where I can't remember what it's called. Like the Old Trafford, says Pete, or the Trafford Centre. Yeah, the Northern Quarter, says Crafty. Northern Quarter is probably the popular option.
Stop encouraging him.
Hypothetical situation.
Yeah. I remember the third shop being hypothetical at one point.
Yeah, and then I showed you it, and you saw what a good idea it was. No, Crafty says Trafford Centre has no model shops, but the rent is not cheap. Yeah, a lot of shopping centres like Trafford Centre, Prince's Quay in Hull, the new St Stephen's Centre and places, even the precinct that we have in Bridlington, is the rents there are ridiculous because it's a service building, I guess. Our one of the units in Bridlington was vacant when we were looking at our current shop, and it was a redonkulous amount of money. Yeah, there's Model Zone, BT's used to be in a lot of precincts. If anybody remembers BT's, like hobby shops that you sell models and trains and other crafty toys, and they've got rid of most of those, or all of those, unfortunately, over the years. Yeah, Meadow Hall at Sheffield as well. Like GW weren't making enough money to stay in there. Ooh. Where's that gone then? Fortunately. Yeah, Beverley. I think Beverley is. Yeah, Beverley could be a good location if a shop was done right, but I think, there's definitely a kind of stigma about shops in Beverley charging lots of money for what they're selling. Certainly amongst a lot of my friends. But it's been Wicked D says, good lord, how are you meant to stick those tiny bits on without sticking your thumb to it? I'm going to use a pair of tweezers, Wicked D. Actually, I'm gonna get them in a pair of tweezers in a minute, which I've got here. Going to get them in my tweezers, and I'm going to stick them on. And Kuronoko says, glued on fingerprints add character to the model. Yeah, well, they're aliens, aren't they? So it's designed to be like that. That's obviously a part of their anatomy, that ribbed texture. Right then, so these little blobbly bits are supposed to go on their arms.
Because he thought you were chopping bits of flash off, didn't realise they were actually bits of model. That's why I don't like. I love Games Workshop looking stuff, like the black coach that I've got up there that's now got a big cobweb around it, it's been up there for so long. I love the way it looks, but they just scare me putting them together. They're so fiddly. Rickety says, look, here is my Tyranid fingerskin hybrid.
Yeah, I know. If you don't use super glue, you use proper plastic glue, you're alright.
There is a video about that on our YouTube. What glue to use for what models?
Oh yeah.
I put a link in, but for some reason the short codes aren't working.
Yeah. That's no good.
Rent in Beverley is nearly as bad as York, says Red Snow.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Crafty says, Salford might be cheap Manchester option with low competition and a Unicron. Will you stop it, Crafty? Don't see him as it is. Konaka says, it's all biomass at the end of the day.
That's right.
Crafty says, right, gotta finish cooking, see you later. Yeah, now you've planted that little seed, Crafty. That's it, you run away. No, take care. Thanks for coming.
I've dropped one. I don't know where it's gone.
You tried those new paintbrushes yet? Wicked thing. Have you been brave? Have you been brave and tried them? Oh, hello, Pop, you back? What's the matter, mate?
I think only that guy's getting these things, because I've lost one, and I don't know where the other one is. They're like a little nodule thing that's supposed to go on the backs of their arms. And it's really small, and I don't know what I've done with it. I dropped it, and I heard it clatter across the desk, and now I can't see it.
Wicked D says there's a reason Salford's cheap. Pete says, how do I fix the 50 brushes I have? What? Why have you got 50 brushes, Pete? Wicked D says, I have not yet. I've not had time to paint in the last few hours. I'll let you off then. You have been gallivanting, haven't you? But don't be scared. Don't be scared. You've got to try. I've only got one Rosemary & Co. paintbrush, which is not that one. They're all black. It's like my wardrobe. How are you supposed to find anything? Oh, here we are. Look. Rosemary & Co. Series 33, number 1. And it's cool. I have so far been using my trusty Humbrol that's got no paint left on the handle and is hooked over and everything to do the base coat on this genie, but then it will be getting the rosemary after that. And yes, they're good, which is why I got it some, because you'll be able to tell the difference hopefully. Pete says, I keep all my old brushes, I don't throw them away. And we've got a pot of old brushes that we use for all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And little miss uses them because she's not allowed to use the good ones yet. Because despite the fact that she knows that she's supposed to rinse them very well, and she says she does, she doesn't because she's a child.
There's all sorts of stuff in here. There's a Humbrol starter brush. There's some old Green Stuff World ones. There's all sorts of army painter. Absolutely all sorts.
We found that the hand sanitizer
deep cleans the brushes quite well.
Yes. You did. You found that. Right, I'm going to chuck all the spare bits back in the box because I might get a little bit of use out of some of those. We've got a box full of spare parts outside that I might be able to salvage into something. That can get in there. So I've constructed my 3 Tyranid Warriors. Still can't find that little thing.
Ooh,
hello, dog.
Chest. What's in the chest? Pete, Pete's got
The dog's back. The dog's back. Hi, pup. Do you know that I've finished sticking things together, so you thought you'd come and bother me? Is that it? Is that it? Go on. Get down.
Pete the
I
Hydrator
don't know.
says dance baby.
Dance, baby, make me do a dance for you. You've got to do a dance.
Got to do a
You've got
dance.
to do a dance.
Oh, it's there. I found it. We
Pete the
can
Hydrator loves this stream.
There's a baby kissy there.
we can stick them on.
You've got to do a dance with you.
I will do a dance. Ba, 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 ba.
You always do a dance when it's the rubbish music on. It's not very dance music.
Making my own music. There we go. Dance. Yeah, that was it. Dance. That was the dance. I found the other nodule thing. We can have the rest of them can have them. Thank you very much, Pete. Thank you. Thank you.
Tony says, happy!
A hat. What have we got in the hat box?
We don't know, we can't see it. What is it? Oh, you're a fireman!
Yep. That was one of 2 things that I wanted to be when I was a small child. Either a fireman or
He
a
says dance baby.
architect. What's he got?
He's got this. Which you shouldn't have. You've got to dance. Do the safety dance.
Got to dance again. Let's twist again.
Pete the Hydrator is sneaking about.
Pete's sneaking about, seeing where you're dancing. Ooh, some different music for your dance.
There you go. Dancing. Super special. Super special dancing. What have I done with him now? I've moved the other 2 and now I've lost them. Oh, you're having a giraffe. Oh, they're there. I wanted to be a quantity surveyor. I grew up watching Ask the Family, and everyone on that program was a quantity surveyor. Yeah, I wanted to be an architect, and I wanted to be an architect all the way through school. And even that was kind of my goal. I thought, oh, that'd be cool, design buildings and things. And then when we had to do the test thing, the big assessment that told you what job that you should be in, it told me that I should be a civil engineer because I should be building stuff and things. And then I decided that I wanted to do mechanical engineering instead. So that was and then I went to university and did some mechanical engineering, and I realised that it sucked.
Big test. I don't remember doing a big test thing to see what. Maybe only like intelligent people had to do that.
No, everyone did it at our school.
I don't remember that. Gonoka wanted to be Mr. T. I wanted to be Mr. T when I grew up.
Well,
I
that's
never wanted to be anything. I still don't. That's quite sad, really. Oh.
he wanted to be the wife of a handsome game store owner.
Goal achieved. Right, you've only got a couple of minutes. What you got to tell us?
I built 3 Tyranid Warriors. Here we go, with Death Spitters, a Venom Cannon, and Bone Swords. They also have Venom Sacks, which are these little things on their arms. Wiki D says, I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up either. You do? You want to be a cake shop owner? That's a goal.
She's got to grow up first.
I wanted to be a game shop owner as well, but that was a side quest that I never knew that I was going to achieve, and I have. Pete redeemed. Add 15 minutes. What?
What do you mean what?
What's that? Is that like an extension to the stream?
Pete would. Jesus. Pete would like you to go on 15 minutes, so he's just made his own thing up.
Oh, right. Okay.
I could have tricked you then, couldn't I, Pete, and made him just go on for 15 minutes, but we've actually got some deliveries to unpack. So. Tony says,
that was why I was confused. I thought that might actually be a thing.
Tony says, in honesty, I've bumbled on through life without a clue of what I want to be. Never did get this life malarkey. No, that's me too, Tony, that's me. I once went to see a, is it clairvoyant? Is that what they're called? When they like supposed to talk to spirits and tell you stuff?
Yeah, that's right.
And they told me that that my life would be very boring, but I would be happy. And to be fair, it's been true.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
Wiki D, your side quest became your main mission. Sounds suspiciously like a green scroll. No, finding the green scroll's always been your main mission, hasn't it?
Tell you, it's just in that jar next to the entrance. We've just walked past it. That's what we've done. We were talking amongst ourselves and just walked past it.
So we took some paints away on holiday. I painted some Tyranids, and I only took contrast paints away with me. Was trying out the new. Ooh, what's that?
You were trying out the new.
I was trying out some of the new contrast paints. I was trying out some Black Legion, and unfortunately, I hadn't put the lid back on. Hadn't realised, and I've just opened the case, which has been closed all weekend. We haven't done any painting all weekend, and opened the case that we'd taken earlier on, and the Black Legion has leaked. So it isn't entirely empty, but it has left a huge crusty mark in our paint case, which is a little disappointing. But just before we end the stream, I shall show you some of my handiwork. I'm not the proudest of some of these models, but they are game playable. So a little bit of finishing off needed because I hadn't taken all the colours I needed. So here are a couple of my High Fleet Hydra Tyranid Warriors to go with the ones that I've been building this evening, and I'll be painting those tomorrow. So here's a couple of Tyranid Warriors. There we go, there's a couple. And here's a couple of Zone Threats, quite like these. All done with contrast paints.
So if you lay them down, that's it.
Yeah, there we go. A couple of Zone Threats. Just a quick job. So they need the bases done. Thank you very much, Kuronoko. Thank you, Tony. So yeah, a couple of those guys, and then here is my. This is my MLG Brush Off Mini for August for flying my Parasite of Mortrex. There he is, or she is. Gonna use this in the next game I play. Excuse me. I really couldn't decide what to do with the wings. Mrs. MLG decided, or told me, shall we say, that she thought...
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just explaining that she thought that I should use a lighter colour for the wings, make them a bit pale. But I still wanted to kind of keep the colour scheme cohesive. So I went for the new Dreadful Visage, as I believe it should be pronounced. One of the new contrast paints. Dreadful Visage. Do I have a basing scheme in mind? Yes, yes I do. So, some of them are mounted as the 3 that I've built today on the Sector Mechanicus modelled bases, and some of them are not, because I didn't. I got some of them as a trade from somebody else. So my intention is to paint them in a kind of industrial wasteland kind of scheme. So the ones that are on the Sector Mechanicus bases will have some dust and other stuff encroaching on the. What's the best way for me to show you? So this guy, for example, is on one of the Sector Mechanicus bases. So I'm going to paint the base as designed, and then if I can hold him at an angle where you might actually be able to see the base, but then have it so that it's being like eroded by dust and little rocks and stuff, like it's an exposed mechanical plateau or something like that. That's my plan. And then these that don't have any of that industrial type stuff on their bases, they're just going to get the same kind of rocky thing, maybe with a little bit of debris mixed in to kind of try and tie it together, which I'll paint in appropriate colour schemes. But yeah, something simple really. I'm not going to go too crazy with it, seeing as I've not gone too nuts with the paint scheme. This is my Neurothrope. He's a slightly beefier Zoanthrope. He's one of my HQs for the army. Contrast paints are very easy. They're going to get some highlights and stuff on the black, I've decided, but just wanted to get them done while we were... Wait, stop stabbing me with that dog. The dog has brought this chunk of bamboo, and has been stabbing me in the arm with it because I'm not paying any attention to him. Do you want it back? Here you go, mate. You alright? Come on, take it over there. Good lad. So, it's 9:05. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us this evening. We'll be back tomorrow for 2 Paint Tuesday at 6 PM, where I will be painting some Tyranid Warriors that I've just stuck together.
And I've got no idea what I'll be painting. It could be anything. Take care, everybody.
Oh, yeah. Kuranoka says he wants me to use the bamboo for basing.
yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
An absolute pleasure for you all to join us. We do really enjoy it. Thank you very much.
See you tomorrow.
See you all again. Bye.